Hello, hello. Got to adjust my rule box, didn't I? That's a bit silly. I bothered to. Nah, I'll do. Yeah, more Skunkworks puzzles. On to number 7. So we got normal Sudoku, Yin Yang, which is. I think it's going to be the most popular rule set. I would be interested in some stats there, actually. Might have a look at that afterwards. So standard Yin Yang, and then shading alternates along the line. Interesting. Digits on a line can also have all the same parity. Right. Unshaded cells on a line represent the number of shaded cells in their up to 8 surrounding cells. Right. XYZ on a line indicates, right, coordinates, standard coordinates. Nice. Very good. So we can fill in a lot of stuff off the bat, hopefully. That's got to look like that because of checkerboarding. This has got to come out. This has got to come out. But these lines can sort of do whatever they fancy, basically. So they can't have all the same parity. And then unshaded represents the number of shaded. So where can I say that you're either one type or the other? If blue was unshaded, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So blue is shaded and pink is unshaded. That's a 2. That's a 3. That cell's a 4. That cell's a 6. This is a 2. It's either 3 or 4. This has got to be a 1. And this has got to be a 2. Very nice. This can be 3 or 4. It's got to be 4. This cell, 5, 6. Oh, look at that. It's got to be 7. C is the 5, given 5 and 6. This has got to be at least 5. It is allowed to either be 5 or 7. So either both of those are shaded or both are unshaded. I think, other than this, of course, that's going to be most of our lines. So parity things now. That has got to be odd, and this has got to be even. On here, is there anything? I don't think so immediately. And now we get to think about some coordinates. So I know that row 3, column 6 or 8 is a 7. Row 3. Row 3, column 6 or 8 is a 7. Well, I've immediately gone wrong, haven't I? No, apparently not. Oh, I don't know which way round this reads. Sorry. I was assuming it's either down or it's left or right. But that's not necessarily the case. In fact, it can't be the case. So this has got to be that it's row 7, column 6 or 8. One of those two cells is a 3. Both of those work. How about this? So if it was row 2, that wouldn't work because that would need to be a 3. So this has got to be row 4, either here, here, or here. It's a 2 and it can't be there. And it can't be there either, so that's got to be 2 and 5 like that. 7, 6, and 4. Something else I can take out of a 4. Alright, I might do that to indicate that indicate that I've done that. Let's change it to something that hopefully if there's any red-green colorblind, then that's more viewable. So they're probably a different enough shade. But anyway, yellow strike through means that is done. And I need to be a bit careful about something about not repeating. That's where I was going with. So if that was 2 and 4, look, then that wouldn't be allowed to say that row 4. That would have to be saying that row 2, column. Yeah, so if that's 4, that's got to be 3. Because it couldn't be 2, 5, 4, 4, 5, 2 anymore. It'd have to be the 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. And if instead, so that's if that's a 4. If this is a 3, could be defining where the 3 goes along here. It could be defining where the 2 goes along here. Both of those things would be okay, I think. So how about this? This either says the 2 is in position 8, or it says the 1 is in quite a lot of spaces. Where could the 1 be? Oh, it can't be 2 is in 8 because I was given 8. So it's saying where the 1 is along here can't go in any of these spots. So the 1 is either there or there. Very good. I looked at this, didn't I? Yeah, because I said that had to be. That was the first one I did. This coming out like that. These ones just going to confuse me potentially. How about this? Because it's sort of restricted, especially because I know that that's talking about column 6. Certain. So if that was a 1, that wouldn't. But then that could be saying where the 1 is. I think that's too open. And similarly, well, yeah. So if that's the 4, if that one is describing the row, it has to be a 2, which it's allowed to be. And if that's describing the row, couldn't be a 2. So this cell isn't 2. Is that anything? Probably not. And it puts 2s like that, but I can't see that doing much. Need to remember the whole shading as well, don't I? So I know that at least one of these are shaded, which I kind of did anyway. So at least some unshaded here. And alternating. I see if that's pink. Oh, that's blue, of course. But yeah, so if this was pink, let's get a blue there. That's okay. If instead that's blue, I get a pink here. No, not sure immediately. Yeah, it's not very useful for checkerboard either, is it? Funky parity stuff at all? Oops, didn't want to do that. So yeah, 2, 4, 3. Parity's happy here. Parity's happy here. At least one of those is even. That's either talking about column 5 or column 7. That's a bit too loose, to be honest. Different lines. Oh, can't even contain the same set of digits. So not even with wiggling things about. Is that useful? Oh, look at that. 3s. 3s in this box go here and here, so they have to go there. Because they can't go there either. So that has got to be an 8. Oh, hang on to that for now, because the ones Yeah, the ones look across here, don't they? So now this guy is done. And in fact, that's... Yeah, I think I will... no, I don't really like that, actually. Sorry. Just confused me. 3's down here. 8's are there. What's this? It's all big numbers. Still don't know anything about this or that. If that were a 3, I don't know which way around the pink-blue pair goes at all. Slightly oddly. If this was 6, then it'd be row 6, column 4. Being something, probably. Just because it couldn't be a 2 at that point. It's a parity. I don't think that particularly matters. So either that's a 2, and then that line's just happy. 2, 4, with a 3, 7, or 9. Couldn't be... Oh. How long has that been there? Oh dear. Sorry. Indicates row 2. So either row 2... If that is saying where in row 2 is a 3, a 3 can go in any of these places. If it's saying instead where in row 3 is a 2 could go in either of these places. So that is a 4, 5, or 6. But there isn't any doubling up of things, I don't think, yet, anyway. But this is now 3, so this is 1 pink, 1 blue. So if that cell's pink, it implies that's pink. And that's pink. Be blue. At least one of these are pink. Yeah, it would imply that that's pink. That's pink and that's pink. Is that a problem? I mean, I could even think about, at that point, so if this cell's pink, then all of these highlighted cells are pink as well. Various yin-yang reasons. And line reasons. Is there anything wrong? Like that cell would be a 4. No, it could be a 5. 3. No, it would have to be a 4. That cell, 2, 3, 4. That would be a 5. This would be shaded. That cell would be shaded. I mean, this cell would be pink and that cell would be pink. That all looks like that's going to be not a problem. So instead that's pink. And so what happens if this cell's pink? Pink there, pink there. This is at least a 3. It can't be 5. So that'll be 3, 4. And at that point, do I get to think about the coordinates? Don't think so. Those 2s are just normal 2s. They're not coming from anything, are they? No. What am I meant to be looking at? That's a 7, 8 pair. So what are these cells? 3, 7, 8, not 4 or 5. these cells, 169278. What was this saying? Sorry. Oh, this is just placing that 1, isn't it? Yeah. It's not a 9. Seven, 4, 8, 5. It's just about few enough digits to warranty putting that in. Warranty? Is that what I mean? I don't know. This was 5 already, not having problems because you don't have a 2. So in column 4, there's some sort of digit. So, I mean, if that's a 6, right, that would have to be 7 or 9 there, but that's okay. Surely I can do something about this stuff. So if these two cells are blue, you get pink there, you get pink there, that's therefore blue. This cell... When I was looking at this, by the way, I'm not sure if I was counting everything correctly. Just thinking about how many blues are now surrounding this central cell. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Just going to put this in, by the way, because I'm struggling to visualize it. Because that's a pair. So that'll be a 4 or 5. Not a 3 or 4. Because all this was stemming off if I did... Whoops, if I did that. Does that look like that works? I can see it working kind of fine. If this cell is 2, then you get a 2 here. So could that be talking about row 2, column 6? Yeah. That could just be a 1. Otherwise, if that's a 2, could you be talking about where a 2 goes in column 6? That would have to be a 7. Okay, that doesn't work. So if that's 2, that's 1. And that means get a 3, 8 pair here. That's 2, that's 1, that's 9, that's 1. It all just seems to work. No. If this cell's pink, what could it be? Couldn't be 1, couldn't be 2 or 5. If it's pink, it's either 3 or 4, thinking about the blues surrounding it. Those... I haven't gone back far enough, have I? No, I can't remember if there's stuff I did before. Don't think so. Any other yin yang stuff? Not that I can see. If this cell is pink, that's maybe something to consider. If this cell is pink, then that's going to be a 6, isn't it? And the problem with that is, that would be 6. Exactly 2 of these would be blue. This would be a 1, 2, 6. So, I mean, we said that that would have to be 2 here. That would be a 1, 2. Wow, I really don't like this. That'd be pink. No, that would have to be blue. So there's one of your blues. This cell now. This cell now. 3. That seems pretty perfectly content, to be honest. And this is definitely bifurcation. The good news is I've got a lot of logic if I ever manage to prove that that's pink. So if it's blue, what are we looking at there? Oh, there's more than I thought that happens if that's blue. This cell here would be 4 or 5, because I'm saying the unshaded cells represent the number of shaded cells and they're up to 8 surrounding. Isn't it always the case though? And if that's pink, pink, blue, or is this set? Whoops, is this setup ever allowed? And I don't think so, because why did I think this didn't work? Yeah, you get a checkerboard there. And this isn't allowed because this is now a 6. This is now a 9. Yeah. So this is always true at least. And this L now can't be 2. Okay, that's maybe something. Hopefully. This has got to be at least a 4. That's got to be pink. That's got to be blue. 2, at least 4, and at most 7. All right, we got something. It's the wrong way around to actually help, I think. Sadly, one of these two is a 2. So if that one's 2, 6, could that be saying that row 2, column 6? No, because those two would be the same. So it would have to be saying where in column 6 is a 2, which would have to be a 3. So if that's 2, that's 2, 6, 3. That would be 2, that would be 1, that would be 9. Where's the problem? Maybe there's not one. 2, 6, 3 with a 2 here. That wouldn't be allowed to be 6 anymore. So that's either saying in row 2, 1, 5. Yeah, 2, 6, 3 would imply that that had to be row 3. Yes, okay, that breaks. If this cell here is a 2, you'd have to be saying, you can't be saying where in column 6 is a 2. because that would need to be a 2. You'd have to be saying in row 2, column 6. Yeah, it just doesn't work either way. Row 2, column 6, which is here, that would be a 2. And if you're saying we're in row 6, yeah. Sorry, not sure why I couldn't see that for a while. So this is 2, 4. So is it row 2, column 4? Probably. Otherwise, it's saying where is the 2 up and down here, which is 7. So either way round, that works. That's 4. That couldn't be a 3, but doesn't say very much, does it? Not have all the same parity. So is that all of our 2s now? No, there's a there's a 2 here and a 2 there. So now this can't be pink. Right. Okay. I think this is saying how many. Actually, this one is now 4 or 5. This is counting up to 5. And one of these has to be blue, so that's a 4-5 pair. But if that's 5, that's blue. That's pink. That's 4. That's 4, that's pink, but both of them would have to be. So that's 5, 4, blue, pink. There. That's not 4, that's not 5. Four's in this box up here. 2, 4. So row 2, column 4. So either. Oh no, row 2, that can't be describing row 2, column 4, because then that's the same thing. So that's got to be saying where in row, that's got to be a 7. So that can't be 7. 8, 7. 8's down here. They're all different parity, that's good. It's like should be able to do some yin yang stuff. Yeah, this blue has got to escape here. It's pink. If that was pink and blue, does that cause a problem? Not really. Yeah, that seems okay either way. 2, 4. So now this line is just describing this point. So that seems okay. This line is describing something in column 5. If it was describing that, that would have to be an 8, so it's not true. So we're going this way. We're saying in column 5, whichever one of this row, this has to be there. So if that was a 3, that would have to be a 5. If that's a 4, that would have to be a 2. Can't be a 6, because then it would have to go there. So this cell either goes here or here. Nice. Good. More progress. Some of these have to be a pink. That would work various ways. Some of them have to be a blue. Oops, what are they there? So if that's blue, those would be a pair of pinks. If that's blue, that's a pair of pinks. If that's blue, that's a pair of pinks. It's a shame there aren't any lines that help us out there, really, isn't it? That does some stuff, though. This blue will either have to connect through here. It's not allowed to. That's got to go up like that. And this is all good. And that's basically all good as well. So that's most of the yin-yang stuff. So we probably need to focus on some Sudoku for a bit, perhaps. This is talking about column 7. So it can't be asking where the 3 is, because that would need a 1, 3. Can't be asking where the 8 is. Can't be asking where the 7 is. Can't be asking where this cell is. Can't be asking where that cell is. It can't be asking where this cell is. So one of these relates to the end of that, and that ends in either a 6, 8, or 9. and has something like 4, 5, 6, 9, and 1. Did I get any? Oh, I got a 3 out of that, didn't I? None of those are a 3. Not the best deduction, admittedly. This line is basically done because it's just saying what goes here. Oops. This line is pointing out one of those two. This line, I still don't know which way around it goes. And this one, if it was saying where's the 2 in row 3, that would have to be a 6. That seems okay. If instead it's saying where in row 2 is the 3, that could still be anything. Ah. 2s, 3s, 1s, and 9s. And those two can't be the same either, can they? Interestingly, because if that's 1, it's saying what's here. So it's a shame they both don't look at a single cell. Nice. How am I meant to... Sorry, because that was just the thought of how am I meant to finish yin yang? Have I not seen how something connects? If I could read, sorry. I missed your Givens can share the same shading. Givens must. I wonder if that helped me out earlier. It probably did, let's be honest. Yeah, it did down here. Sorry, I will make sure to go back and check that part because I probably just missed some nice. Because that was the main bit that I didn't find very pleasant in this puzzle. Don't want to then mark it down just because of the fact that I didn't read the rules. 2, 4, 6, 5, 8, not 1. Sevens, but yeah. All right. What else can I do? Just to a different, that's fine. Can't be a 5, that's all good. So some Sudoku I'm missing. One of these 2 cells is a 5. Not that helpful. Yeah, maybe I need to think about something like this line. Fact that that's saying where in column 6 is a number. So if this was describing the row, that would have to be an 8 or 9. If this is describing the row, it could be anything. Well, it can't be a 3. The row can't be described by a 3. And if it's saying where in this column is a 3, it could only be a 3-9 pair. It should be fine. That's a 6. Oh, I should have seen that ages ago. Sorry, because of parity along this line. So what's that saying? That's saying where's a 6 up and down here. Takes a 6 out of there. It's a 6 out of there, but that's not that helpful. This line is now done. 1, 2, 6. It's not as many lines that sort of look like they could actually share similar things, are there? No, very few indeed, actually. If this was describing where the 1 goes, you're going to have a problem. So I think that can't be a 1 because that can't be describing row 1, column 6, and it can't be describing where the 1 goes. Let's put in that this can't be a 6 so that I don't forget that. That's a 1, of course. which I thought I'd put in, and then, but apparently not. It's quite big. That's not one either. I was hoping for one there. But along here, right, so if it's saying whether 3 is, it has to be an 8. Yeah, so if that's got a 3, that's definitely got an 8. Otherwise, is it allowed to be an 8, 9? It's either saying that's a 9 or that's an 8. Both of which seem okay. Move it up. Along here, nope. So that's either saying this is a 3, or it's saying that this is a 9, or it's saying that that's an 8. All of which are fine. I think 3, 6, yeah. Yeah. So now this guy, he can't be describing what's in the 6th one, so he's either describing what's in the 8th or what's in the 9th place. So they can't have 6s on them. There's a 6 somewhere there or there. That doesn't do anything. Somewhere here or here. Also, it doesn't do anything. So that's either saying that in the, perhaps in the 8th spot, there's a 4, 5, or 9. Can't be 3, 7, 8, so I don't have to worry about that. You know what it can't do is it can't say something like in the 9th spot there's an 8. Because in the 9th spot there's a 5. There's a parity. This can't be 6 either, because a parity there's something that might actually do some stuff. Can't do more than that. Yeah. 4, 6, 7. 8's down here. So this is saying, oh, it can still be just describing the 3 for 8, column 6. Or it's saying that's a 9. Or it's saying that's an 8. How has that still got all 3 options? Madness. Is that almost 7's done? Not quite really, is it? Down here, is there a 1, 3, 8, 9? Looks like one. 8's now there. So here. So that could still be a 9 and describe where the 8 is. Ridiculous. This thing? Oh, maybe this thing. I haven't looked at this for a while. Where, if it's saying where in row 3, oh, that could be 3, 6 if it's describing that. Or it could be 3, 4, 5 if it's describing either of those. Hang on, if that tried to be a 4, that would have to be saying that's a 3, and then they're both 2, 3, 4. So that doesn't work. 6s are up here as well, sorry. So that is a 5. That is saying that's a 3, 9. 9's not there. 9 is here. 4, 5. 4's there. That's 1, 3, 9 triple. 5's looking up here at all. Not particularly. Cool. Nice. So, parity is now fine on this. This chap's now done. That guy's done. This is still up in the air. That's still up in the air. Let's have a think about this. So if that's an 8, that has to be a 5. If that's 4, that's got to be a 5. That's always 5. And can it be saying what's in row 5, column 7? No. So that has got to be an 8. 6 of the 4. 8's look up here. This guy's now done. So he's describing that cell. Any worry about repeats of sets? I don't think so. Nope. So it's basically just going to have to be Sudoku from here. I think. I thought there was another digit I could get out of that. Apparently not. Or 6, 1, 3, 5s maybe. Is this going to be another case of me just not seeing something that's staring in my face? 1, 3, 5 triple. That's a 7 apparently. 8, 7, 9, 8. 1, 3, 9. So that's got to be a 9. That can't be a 3. 2, 1, 9, 3, 1, 3, 6, 9. 6s, 3s, 3s, 7s, 5s. 5, 1, 5, 3. And then 1, 6, 7. And finally, this tells you the 6s go that way around. Example. Good. Right. Yeah, as I say, I need to go back and just redo that mid-solve. Well, no, I just ignored what the rules said. So apologies for that. But I found some interesting stuff in the meantime. So yeah. I need to note down timestamps when I get back on track of stopping doing stupid stuff, so that I can put it easily to the right place. But I always forget. Oh well. Yeah. Thank you for the puzzle. Enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Talk to you sometime later.